This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brown, along with John Scalzi. And yes, the weekend is almost underway.
Yes, I feel it. I feel it almost here.
Yes.
Almost here. And boy, is it going to be a gorgeous weekend.
Oh,
This morning
thank you
was
so
beautiful.
much, John.
Oh, yeah, I wish.
After that monsoon the other day,
I know.
waiting for this all.
This is going to be just,
week.
today will be one of the most exceptional days probably we've seen in 6 weeks.
That's great.
It's going to be outstanding. Just beautiful, beautiful, March-like weather. I mean, just really nice.
Outstanding.
Outstanding, my friend. Taking a look at the forecast for today. Daytime highs top out in the upper 70s. We'll have low relative humidity. Winds will be lighter but still breezy, and there's no rain in the forecast. How much better does that get? Complete forecast coming up in a few.
Yes, it was beautiful walking out the door this morning and taking a look at traffic. Let's hope that the traffic is beautiful today to get your weekend started in good stead. And so far, so good. Manatee County is looking good. And as you head down into Sarasota County, no issues or delays. And everything's moving along completely. All right. Now, topping our news this morning, the road to Rio is winding through the Suncoast, and some Olympic hopefuls are competing for the next few days in Sarasota and Bradenton.
Yeah, ABC 7's Ray Collins has the details on the pentathlon World Cup final.
Marie Otiza of France is a big fan of Sarasota. This is her second time competing in the pentathlon here, and she's glad to be back, though it's nothing like France.
It's really, really different. Yeah, here this is like paradise. Really, that's holidays all the time, and that's really awesome to do a competition here.
Marie is one of 76 athletes here from around the world. Nations like Japan, China, Kazakhstan, and Poland. They'll compete in 5 different sports within the pentathlon the next few days. Fencing was underway on Thursday at the Potter Park YMCA. Other sections include swimming, riding, shooting, and running. The Ringling Museum of Art Courtyard was a picturesque backdrop for Thursday evening's opening ceremonies, led by former Suncoast Congressperson Katherine Harris, who brought along 3 other current members of Congress, including California's Darrell Issa.
Had a warm welcome in Sarasota, and we so appreciate the hospitality in your fine town, and especially Katherine. Thank you so much.
And Harris reminded the audience this is not just about boosting Sarasota, it's also serious business for these athletes who are hoping to qualify for the upcoming Olympics.
This is their road to Rio. We wish them all great success.
And Marie hopes she has great success as well, so she winds up in Rio this August.
I hope I will go to the Olympic, but finger crossed.
There are 5 American athletes taking part in the events which go on through Sunday at the Potter Park YMCA and also Benderson Park. In the newsroom, Ray Collins, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Big Brother is watching, at least the city of Venice is, and they're using GPS systems to keep better tabs on its public works department. The new system is run by Verizon, and it was installed in January. It tracks public works vehicles like garbage trucks. It also tracks the speed of the vehicles to ensure that they're being driven appropriately. City officials say it is helpful when they receive complaints from the public about poor driving safety.
These trucks, as massive as they are, they're a lot louder than, let's say, a pickup, and some people hear them and think they're going fast when they're not.
We can identify any particular truck, and we can look at how it was driven on any given time within the last 30 days.
Venice has 250 vehicles. Only 50 have the GPS system right now, but more could be coming later this year. The city spent $80 on the GPS system initially, and $18 a month per vehicle.
Now to a follow-up on the deadly home invasion we reported yesterday. Sheriff's detectives say they now believe the Bradenton home was definitely targeted. It happened late Wednesday at a home on 64th Avenue East. When sheriff's deputies arrived, they found 27-year-old Emmanuel Johnson and 38-year-old Alan Perkins in the driveway, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Detectives say Johnson was among the 4 or 5 suspects who had stormed into the home with guns, demanding money from the 3 people inside. Gunfire was exchanged and the suspects then fled. Johnson later died, and Perkins is now recovering from non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have yet been made as the investigation continues. Well, a case of suspected vandalism has caused the city of Bradenton to shut down the Riverwalk splash pad. Due to damage, the city says the splash pad will be closed for the next week to prevent further damage and allow time for necessary repairs. The earliest the splash pad is expected to reopen is May 13th.
The death of a gopher tortoise during a recent prescribed burn is raising questions about how Manatee County staff is handling its land management. A couple found the tortoise one day after a 16-acre burn at Robinson Preserve. Staff says they were surprised to see the turtle in the area. A survey of the land before and after the burn revealed no tortoise burrows, and county officials say the property's high water table makes for a difficult habitat. Gopher tortoises are classified as a threatened species by Florida Fish and Wildlife.
Was found was just really not good gopher tortoise habitat, and that's a good clue to us as land managers that it most likely was not native to that particular site. That wasn't where it was from.
You wouldn't want anything to die or even die that way, you know, especially.
The couple who took the photo filed a complaint with the FWC, but the investigation was closed once county officials explained their preparations and reasoning for Monday's prescribed burn. In Sarasota County, tube dudes are out in full force on St. Armand's. Tube dude owner Scott Gerber and other business owners are trying to deter people they say are driving recklessly and speeding, including the 200 daily dump trucks carrying sand for the beach renourishment project on Longboat Key. Police say they haven't come across any problems yet.
We hear them beeping their horns, warning people to get out of the crosswalk, jake braking, whatever they can. And it just got to the point where enough was enough.
My officers maintain a close vigilance on this, and we're not seeing really any violations. We have written no citations so far to any of the truck drivers.
And the project involving the dump trucks is expected to last through July.
Major developments are now on the way for Manatee County. According to the Herald Tribune, the Manatee County Commission has approved a developer to nearly double the amount of homes planned for development in East Manatee County. Medallion Homes has now been approved to build up to 1,400 homes in the Heritage Harbor area. It's east of the interstate and north of State Road 64 near Upper Manatee River Road. The homes could vary from single-family homes to complexes and assisted living facilities. Medallion is also planning on developing retail space in the area. Meanwhile, a lawsuit aimed at preventing a new housing development in downtown Bradenton has been dismissed by a judge. A group of residents filed the suit last year to keep Glacier Gates Park from being moved to make way for an apartment complex on Manatee Avenue West. Attorneys representing the group say the city would violate its comprehensive plan by developing that complex. But according to the Bradenton Herald, a senior circuit judge has ruled the exchange of land between the city and the developer was lawful. Developers will now begin on the project in the coming weeks, but say there will be a new park on the waterfront as well. Glacier Gates Park will be relocated to Riverside Drive West.
Also in Manatee County, the Manatee Performing Arts Center has closed on a deal to bring more parking to the area. Under the $2.5 million deal, the center will purchase land across the street to make space for nearly 250 more parking spots with lighting. The parking lot will replace a vacant apartment building and 4 duplexes. Demolition of the apartment building is expected to begin in the next 6 weeks, and the center is looking at using the duplexes to house interns in the future. Once the new lot is open, the parking lot to the east of the center will be open to the public. In Sarasota, changes to regulations for food trucks will take a little longer to put in place than expected. According to the Herald Tribune, last night the Sarasota County Planning Commission supported eliminating some of the current restrictions on food trucks, but called for a delay in making any decisions. The changes would give food trucks more space to operate and change requirements for permits. The board agreed that rewrites will be needed for the ordinance. A formal decision on the changes will be made at the next available hearing in August.
I know a lot of people are wanting those food trucks to be around town, so hopefully it can happen.
It's definitely seems to be the future.
Let's hope so.
Yes.
Not until
Meals
August,
on
though.
Wheels.
Yes. Well, just a few days after the Ringling Brothers Circus Elephants performed their last show in Providence, Rhode Island, they'll now begin the retirements with a big celebration.
Feld Entertainment is holding a homecoming event for the elephants today at their Center for Elephant Conservation in Polk County. Now, 20 elephants will parade into the center and will gather around a welcome home buffet filled with all their favorite treats. They'll now become the focus of conservation and cancer research.
They always do a good job up there in Palmetto. I bet you they're going to have a ton of watermelons, and they'll eat the whole thing.
The only thing better than that?
What's that?
If the elephants got to go to Hawaii.
I know. It's that time again. I was
would be
dancing
best.
earlier to some Honolulu Hawaiian music. It was really nice. Oh, there it is. You hear it.
Yeah.
You feel the gentle, warm breezes.
What are we talking about? Well, Good Morning Suncoast Hawaiian Vacay giveaway. That's what we're talking about. This whole month of May, we're giving away a vacation to Honolulu and Maui. All you have to do is enter the word of the day on the website. Today's word, island. We're putting it up there for you so you can see it and remember it. And I'm saying it, it's island. Put it on mysuncoast.com. Type it in on our contest page. You have a chance to win this vacation, 9 days. The grand prize is 3 nights in Honolulu, 6 nights in Maui. There's also a daily prize. So if you maybe eventually don't win that one, you could win a $100 gift card to the mall at UTC every day. We're giving one of those away. So island is the word of the day today. I'm ready to
I feel more relaxed just thinking
right?
about it. There you go.
Friday.
Yeah.
So nice. Enter your word. We don't have that weather here, though. I mean, we probably do. Actually, you know what?
Actually,
it might
today
feel
will
like
be
their weather,
very,
right?
very similar. Very similar. We'll have a nice, warm, gentle breeze that'll be in around the 15-mile-an-hour range, you know. That's pretty similar to what they get there most every day. We'll have temperatures that you don't need air conditioners at night.
That's
exactly what they've got there.
That's good over there.
A little
Daytime
taste of
highs in the
Hawaii.
upper 70s.
Perfection.
Beautiful. Only thing is we get it one day. They get it year-round.
All right, thank you, John. Well, still ahead, from homeless to celebrity, Donald Gold became an internet sensation for his musical skills. We'll let you know where he is now and how his life has changed over the last year. Stay with us.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. Replacing your windows will not just beautify your home, but save you big bucks on your energy bills. I've done the research. I've seen the factory. New South Window is my hands-down choice.
New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
The spring clearance event is going on now, and the prices are hotter than ever at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Drive America's hottest SUV, a new Jeep Cherokee, for just $19,999. Lease a new Compass for just $199 a month with no tricks, no gimmicks. Just $799 total due at signing. Or buy a new 2000 Jeep Patriot for just $15,799. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Current temperatures are very pleasant indeed. You have an air temperature of 64 degrees. That feels pretty comfortable compared to the 70s we had a few days ago. Dew point is now at 44. Doesn't get much better than that at this time of year. Northeast wind comes in at about 3. We'll probably see that wind pick up just a little bit coming out of the northwest at about 10 to 15 a little later on today. 60 degrees in Wauchula, 60 degrees in Mayaca, 60 degrees in Arcadia. That's pretty comfortable. Might even see that drop into the 50s this morning. It'll be even cooler tomorrow, I think. We have 63 degrees in Northport, 66 in Venice and Inglewood, and 63 degrees Lakewood Ranch. Parrish coming in at 61, Bradenton at 62, and Longboat Key comes in at 68. A lot of starry skies out there tonight. We have a few scattered showers well down to the south. Those are not going to be a big issue for us. They will stay down there, kind of what's left over of the old frontal boundary that passed through yesterday and brought us, again, that little bit of a surge in winds that brought down even drier air and left us with an absolutely clear radar in our neck of the woods. The showers kind of continue to wrap up around 2 low-pressure areas, one kind of exiting off of the New England coastline, and the other kind of wrapping around the Carolinas right now. It's a cold rain there with temperatures in the low 40s and even some upper 30s way high up in the mountains. So some chilly, chilly temperatures and a very cold, wet day for the Carolinas. We have back to the west another area of low pressure, and of course in the center of the country a big ridge of high pressure. So basically cloudy, disturbed weather back to the west, kind of cloudy along the mid-Atlantic coast on up into the tri-state region. In the center, a big ridge of high pressure. So this kind of situation where you have a low and a high in the center is a very slow moving system that really isn't going to change much for the next several days. So we have this opportunity to enjoy some very beautiful weather as the high had its origins in Canada, and the winds out of the northwest will continue to draw down some of that drier, less humid air, providing us with comfortable afternoon humidities and cool, crisp nights that may allow you to actually switch off the air conditioner for a day or two. Those lows will continue to kind of just spin around in place, eventually giving way to a movement of this high pressure ridge out into the Atlantic. But that's going to take a couple of days. And by the time we get to Sunday, when that happens, our winds will shift sufficiently to the east, maybe even southeast, that will start to warm up a little bit. Moisture, humidity will start to return as we head into next work week. For today, though, sunny with low humidity, a breezy northeast wind, and slightly warmer over the weekend by a degree or 2 each day. Dry air still firmly locked in place, as is indicated on our water vapor imagery by this tan contour. That's at mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, and that's not going anywhere for a couple of days anyway, so lots of sunny skies in store for us. Yes, there are a few fair weather clouds around, but nothing to really worry about, mostly out in the Gulf. Northwest wind at about 15 right straight through the afternoon for you boaters, bringing you a moderate chop. And the extended range forecast shows lovely through the weekend, a little bit warmer for Mother's Day. Then we get much warmer as we head into midweek next week, and the humidity returns. Back to you.
Thanks, John. As far as your commute right now at 518, taking a look at Manatee County, we're seeing just a couple issues popping up. Pretty normal over the Palmetto bridges, but right now on the interstate, I'm seeing a problem in the roadway there. It looks like I-75 southbound. There's some debris in the road at exits 217, 217A and B, which is the State Road 70 exit. So be aware of that if you're traveling southbound. We're not seeing any slowdowns because of that just yet. Looks like 41 and 301 are doing well at this point in the morning. In Lakewood Ranch area, we are seeing another problem, an accident there on I-75 southbound, right before exit 213 at University Parkway. It looks like east there in Lakewood Ranch, whatever accident was out east, it's cleared now. But I'm not seeing any slowdowns on the interstate. 41 is nice and moving along great into South Sarasota County, where I'm also not seeing any slowdowns or any accidents. Well, that busy season may be officially over here on the Suncoast, but that doesn't mean that there's still nothing to do.
Yeah, it's
There's
a busy,
something.
busy
There's always
place.
something.
Always something to do here, and ABC7's Linda Carson has the Suncoast scene.
The Olympic finals for the modern pentathlon are on the Suncoast this weekend.
This is the World Cup final. So these are the top 36 men and women that have qualified after all the World Cups throughout the year, all over the world. Cairo, Rome, Budapest, Rio de Janeiro.
Those who win here go on to the Olympics.
On Friday morning, we'll begin here at the YMCA with fencing and swimming at the YMCA Evelyn Sadler Jones location. In the afternoon, you'll see equitation, a fencing exhibition, as well as running and the shooting of the laser pistol.
Then Saturday is the men's finals.
And then on Sunday, there's a mixed relay of both men and women competing as teams. And then Sunday evening are the closing ceremonies.
Boys, here I am, the one you're waiting for, one taste of me.
Also a new show at the Oslo.
The curtain goes up on Josephine here at the Oslo this weekend, and it will continue through May 29th. Then it's on its way to Broadway. So make sure you see it here, because this is a show everybody's going to be talking about.
Deborah Cox plays Josephine Baker.
This woman is sort of an unsung hero. She's been one of those women who has been fearless and brave in the sense that she took on the fight of humanity and civil rights and went to a whole other country and took it on upon herself to fight for freedom.
It was her enormous talent that won Josephine international acclaim.
She was a dancer, and she self-taught, and singer, self-taught as well, and basically became this incredible force on stage, a woman who was very engaging with her audience and just had a charisma that no one else had.
And on Bradenton's Riverwalk Saturday, the Pickin' Picnic.
We'll have live music, craft beer, and food trucks. It goes from 2 to 10 p.m.
There'll be 6 different bands.
It's a really big melting pot of fun. You can have food, there's beer, you can enjoy time with your family, and there's just so much music to enjoy. It's going to be a really fun time.
Or on Saturday morning, you might want to head out to Siesta Key for the 44th annual Siesta Key Amateur Sand Sculpting Competition.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Wow, sand competition. You can go outside, you can go see the musical, which looks incredible.
I want to see Josephine. I want to see that.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Well, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Captain America looking to break some records in its opening weekend in the U.S. We'll take a look at the financial predictions coming up.
You can check on them. You can worry about them. You can even choose a car for them.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Love.
We're okay.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Keep them safe. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Did you hear? All Children's Hospital is now Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
There's a lot to a name.
Especially when that name is a world leader in healthcare.
We still deliver the same compassion we provided for 90 years.
Plus the excellence you expect from Johns Hopkins.
Together we can conquer the biggest challenges and offer your child the very best care.
When it comes to kids, choose Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on-site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to 2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Welcome back. It is Fact 24, and investors on Wall Street will be closely watching today's federal jobs report.
ABC's Kenneth Gibson and Diane Macedo have this morning's business headlines from New York.
Good morning. Topping America's Money. All eyes on this morning's April jobs report.
Wall Street has been watching the last few jobs reports, concerned about slow economic growth despite robust hiring. Both of those will factor into the Fed's looming decision on whether or not to raise interest rates.
Another massive Marvel movie hitting theaters this weekend, Captain America: Civil War, from our parent company Disney. Well, it could smash ticket sales records.
Early estimates have it making $200 million just in its opening weekend. Only 3 other movies have ever done that before.
And the reviews have been amazing. An American athlete is making history. Monica Abbott is a softball player for a Houston-based team.
And she just became the first woman in U.S. team sports to sign a contract worth $1 million. The first time a man did that was 1972.
It's well about time. And that's America's Money.
Have a great day.
America's Money, brought to you by Kay Jewelers.
This Mother's Day, every kiss does begin with Kay.
Yeah, I told you this was gonna happen.
Save up to 30% on select diamonds and rhythm at Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
This Mother's Day, finding the perfect gift that gets the perfect reaction is easy. Just go to Kay Jewelers and save up to 30% store-wide on the perfect Mother's Day gift. So go to Kay and make Mom's Day.
Poor mouth breather. Allergies, stuffy nose, can't sleep. Take that. A Breathe Right nasal strip instantly opens your nose up to 38% more than allergy medicine alone. Shut your mouth and say goodnight, mouth breathers. Breathe Right.
When you've got the ultimate high-potency probiotic working inside you, life feels a little lighter, a little livelier, a little more you. Take Ultimate Flora Probiotics and live digestively.
Gas prices are on the rise again, so before you fill up, go to mysuncoast.com for a list of the Suncoast's cheapest gas. ABC7's Pump Patrol, just another way we're here for you.
Did you know? Many dogs are returned to shelters simply because they lack obedience. Contact Canine Corral about various training programs. We train dogs and their owners. Canine Corral, where the love is.
I see great fortune in your future, David.
It's Brian.
I see houses, boats, cars, millions of dollars. And you will marry a beautiful, exotic fortune teller.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
With a $10 million fortune scratch-off game from the Florida Lottery, the odds of a brighter future are better than ever. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Sunset Fiat is Italian style. Sunset Fiat is fashion forward. Come see the all-new Fiat collection at Sunset Fiat with new 2015 Fiat 500s priced from $12,999. Sunset Fiat is cool and sexy with freedom to move and room to evolve. Visit Sunset Fiat in Sarasota or shop online at fiatusaofsarasota.com.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, Eye Comfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, the Florida Supreme Court hearing arguments that could change the fate of 400 inmates on death row.
Plus, SpaceX does it again. The company beats its own odds with yet another successful rocket landing.
And an update on the Sarasota piano man who became famous after being discovered on Main Street.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back. I'm Rebecca Vargas.
Along with John Scalzi, I'm Don Brennan, and happy Friday to everybody.
Oh, indeed. To you, too.
Yes.
Isn't it nice?
It's beautiful. And the weather will be so gorgeous today. It'll be absolutely exquisite.
So excited.
One of the best days I can remember in some time here. Daytime highs in the upper 70s. We'll look for plenty of sunshine around. No rain chance today. And the best thing of all, perhaps, the humidity. The dew points are in the 40s today. That's almost winter-like relative humidities. And I'll tell you what, it is going to feel so nice through the weekend as well. You're going to love the forecast. Coming up in a few.
Thank you, John. Taking a look at traffic this morning. A couple things to worry about in Manatee County, and mostly inland or near, actually near the coast. Everything's all right, but 75, there's debris in the roadway on I-75 southbound at mile marker 217. So be aware of that. It's not causing any delays at this point, but hopefully they'll have it cleaned up by the time everything picks up. And then down 75 a little bit to the south was an accident. Looks like it's been cleared away, so thankfully that's not going to be causing any problems because there was a lane block, but everything else in Manatee County is looking good. Sarasota County is moving along with no issues or delays this morning in any part of the county.
Well, topping our news this half hour, the Florida Supreme Court heard arguments in a case that has already led to an overhaul of the state's death penalty sentencing system, and it could still have implications for the nearly 400 inmates awaiting execution in Florida.
Lawyers for Timothy Lee Hurst argue his sentence should be reduced to life in prison without parole. This comes after the U.S. Supreme Court found Florida's death penalty sentencing system unconstitutional because it gave too much power to judges and not enough to the juries. The state legislature passed changes to the system earlier this year. Prosecutors argue that the court should consider the impact of the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on a case-by-case basis. Florida's new law establishing a 24-hour waiting period for abortion is also heading to the state Supreme Court. Justices will decide whether the law is constitutional. The waiting period was passed by the state legislature and signed into law by Governor Scott last year. The Florida Supreme Court already decided last month to block the law while it considered whether to take up the challenge filed by a Gainesville abortion clinic. They have now voted 5-2 to review that challenge.
Meanwhile, Governor Scott is looking to help more Florida students get meaningful jobs when they graduate. That will be his focus during the Degrees to Jobs Summit he'll be hosting later this month. Business leaders and education officials will meet to discuss how they can better prepare students for high-skill, high-wage jobs. The summit will be held at Universal Studios on May 25th and 26th. FSU head football coach Jimbo Fisher, Florida head football coach Jim McElwain, and University of Miami head football coach Mark Richt will participate in a panel on leadership and team building.
And speaking of teams, 2 high school softball teams from the Suncoast are heading to the state semifinals. The state Final Four begins today. The teams are from Bayshore High and Braden River High School, and they're 2 of the top 4 in the state for each of their divisions. Now, both will compete in the respective state semifinals in Vero Beach today. The Lady Bruins will take on Glen St. Mary Baker County Wildcats at 8:45 this morning. Then the Braden River Pirates will go up against Gainesville High School at 1:35 this afternoon. If both win, tomorrow they will play for a state championship.
Good luck to both of those teams.
Definitely.
Impressive.
Final Four. Nice, good. SpaceX now, they've done it again.
Yes, they're also impressive. For the second month in a row, the aerospace company landed a rocket on an ocean platform.
Yeah, live web broadcast showed the first stage booster touching down vertically early this morning on a barge just off the Florida coast. Because of the high altitude of this mission, SpaceX did not expect a successful landing. The company wants to start reusing its unmanned Falcon rockets as early as this summer to save money money and lower costs. The same thing occurred in April, on April 8th, during a space station supply run for NASA.
Well, next month marks 1 year since homeless piano man Donald Gold got off the streets, and Gold's transformation began with a viral video of him playing a piano on Main Street in downtown Sarasota.
In this ABC 7 special assignment, Bobeth Yates has an update on what Gould's been up to over the past few months.
From sleeping on the streets to having his music heard around the world, Donald Gould has made a complete 180, and now that transformation continues.
Don, why don't we take it from here?
The man with the magic fingers is now taking his musical talents to the next level. He's recording an album.
That's a take.
To understand the full scope of this accomplishment, you must go back to June 2015. This was Donald Gould then, a scruffy homeless man that had been on the streets for years. Gould, who's a classically trained pianist, sat down at one of the pianos placed on the sidewalk as part of the Arts and Cultural Alliance Sarasota Keys piano project and began playing. A passerby recorded him and placed the video on the internet, and the rest is history.
Kind of surreal, you know, 2 months prior to that, I was this homeless guy on the streets, and next thing you know, I'm in a national spotlight, world spotlight.
Gould became a YouTube sensation. He was then featured on the TV show Inside Edition. He says that attention gave him the motivation he needed to turn his life around, and he admitted himself into rehab. 2 months into the rehab process, Gould was offered an opportunity to play the national anthem in front of 75,000 people for the San Francisco 49ers season opener.
While I'm actually up there performing, yeah, I'm nervous as a long-tailed cat, but at the same time, I'm working on concentrating on playing the national anthem, you know, with very few mistakes.
Gould says that process was hard because there were so many distractions.
While I'm performing, there's a crowd noise and there's fireworks going off, and I got earbuds in my ears, but I couldn't hear a thing what I was playing while I was actually playing it at the time, so I'm just hitting the keys on the keyboard and hoping for the best.
And his best is what the crowd got, because that opportunity opened yet another door.
As a result of me playing in San Francisco, this record producer gets a hold of Jacqueline, and next thing you know, I got a recording contract.
Jacqueline Bevan is a life coach, and she's been helping Gould maneuver through all of the changes. And she says it isn't just his musical career that has blossomed.
Just watching him going through everyday things and learning to live all over again and making new friends and doing positive things and just having a normal life. We're just so proud of him. He's just grown so much. It's amazing.
Gould now has his own place and is continuing the recovery process, which he says is a daily battle and the reason he regularly attends AA meetings. But Bevan says during the past year, Gould has also done a lot to encourage others, including volunteering at the Senior Friendship Center.
It was his way to give back and to do something for the community that, you know, because we know that the community helped lift him up through the GoFund and everything else.
Gould has had difficulties as well. In the past year, he struggled with the stress of being homeless to suddenly being a star. He suffered a heart attack and had a stent put in, and his leg was broken when he was hit by a car. Despite the challenges, Donald's work to continue on the right path seems to be paying off because opportunities keep knocking at his door.
We've been featured in Japan. He did a show called Tokadoga for Japanese television. He had the pleasure of being on the radio with Ted Williams, the Golden Voice. We've done a lot of like organizational events and stuff like that where he's, you know, been able to like kind of assimilate into the community.
But I'm just lucky and blessed that, you know, these opportunities somehow seems like out of the blue are just coming my way. And now it's like, I guess like when the rubber hits the road, I got to make the right decision.
The first single on the album, Come Sail Away, will be released later this month. The complete album will be released later this year. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Oh, thank you, Bobeth. What an incredible story.
Oh, it's a great story of redemption
and he had some hardships along
strength.
the way, even in his, you know, recovery process, and he still has his head up high and He's doing amazing. So
You
that's
had
so
tears
great.
in your eyes.
I did. It's emotional. I mean, especially when he's over there singing or playing the national anthem for 75,000 people, and you know, you see where he came from. It's just so inspiring.
It is, and I think it's also, you know, shows that you give a hand up and a boost to some folks, and you know, they can make their way.
Help change someone's life.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll have your forecast for you in just a minute.
And also, it's something you don't want to hear when you're in the hospital, but medical mistakes do happen, and new research shows more than you think they happen. Coming up in Health Smart.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window, we manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
You can check on them. You can worry about them. You can even choose a car for them.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Love.
We're okay.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Keep them safe. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Did you hear? All Children's Hospital is now Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
There's a lot to a name.
Especially when that name is a world leader in healthcare.
We still deliver the same compassion we provided for 90 years.
Plus the excellence you expect from Johns Hopkins.
Together we can conquer the biggest challenges and offer your child the very best care.
When it comes to kids, choose Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WindGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WindGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Beautiful weather shaping up for us this morning. We have temperatures that are very comfortable at 64 degrees, but even more importantly, the dew point values giving us that low relative humidity that feels so comfortable when you walk outside. 44, the dew point. Northeast wind comes in at about 3 right now. We'll watch that wind be a little brisk as we head into the later afternoon hours, probably coming in out of the northwest at about 10 to 15. So it'll be a nice breezy afternoon with comfortable relative humidities and mild daytime highs. Perfect weather. A lot of sunshine as well. 61 degrees in Wauchula, 62 in Mayaca, Arcadia the same, Northport at 63, 64, Punta Gorda, 67 in Inglewood, 66 in Venice, 62 in Bradenton Parish at 62, 63 Lakewood Ranch, and 67 degrees Longboat Key. So across the region, very quiet conditions prevail. We do have a trough of low pressure located down to the south, the old frontal boundary that moved through yesterday. That's now bringing a few scattered rain showers to the Florida Straits, but no impact on us. We have a little bit of cloud cover, but no rainfall in the forecast for this morning. All radar responses are free and clear of echoes across the entire Suncoast. Showers kind of wrap up around 2 low-pressure areas, one exiting the United States, the other kind of spinning in place off the mid-Atlantic, producing some rain showers and very cold rain, actually, through parts of the Carolinas. Delmarva seeing some rain showers as well. Some of the showers kind of working their way closer to the tri-state region, New York. And then back to the west, another area of low pressure sandwiched in between a big ridge of high pressure. So we have a situation where we have clear skies in the center of the country and the Florida Straits. We have some cloudy conditions on the east coast and on the west coast. 2 low pressure areas and a high pressure ridge sandwiched in between. This is called a Rex block or an Omega block, and it's a weather pattern that just doesn't move very quickly. And so consequently, what we will see is continued fair weather right straight into the weekend. A lot of sunshine around and dry conditions because of this wind coming in out of basically the north, northeast, northwest, but coming in out of the north and drawing down that what was originally a cold Canadian high, now located in Louisiana Delta region, drawing down the dry air that followed it from Canada. And so we have sunny skies. We have clear skies at night. Should be some nice stargazing tonight, I would think, and a beautiful sunset as well. High pressure will hang in there right through the weekend. Things just aren't going to move all that much until we probably get to about Sunday, when things will start to warm up then. Sunny with low humidity, breezy northeast wind shifting to the northwest, and then slightly warmer over the weekend. We'll get a degree or 2 warmer each day, but not much. And by the time we get to Sunday, I think we'll notice kind of a larger jump in our temperature, and then we'll be in the mid 80s as we head into the beginning of next work week. A lot of dry air indicated here on the water vapor imagery as this tan contour still locked in place over the state today. A little bit of fair weather cloudiness, but nothing really serious. We'll look for winds that'll be a little bit calmer today, but still breezy, northwest at about 15. Boaters, if you're itching to get out on the water, expect a moderate chop. The forecast for the remainder of the weekend looks pretty good. By the time we get to Monday, we'll be back in the mid-80s, but still no rain in this forecast. Back to you.
Thanks, John. Taking a look at your commute right now at 547 in Palmetto. We're just seeing a little bit of that volume picking up around the DeSoto Bridge, more in the Bradenton area as you approach the bridge, but the Green Bridge looks good at this point. 41 and 301, definitely seeing some slowdowns in the Bayshore Gardens area headed north. The interstate is nice and clear, though, at this point in the morning, and Sarasota roadways look clear as well. I'm not seeing any accidents there. South Sarasota County is moving along nicely. 41 looks good. So does the interstate, even as far as Northport. Well, in health news, when it comes to treating depression, a new study shows mindfulness-based cognitive therapy can be an effective alternative.
It can also be a supplement to commonly prescribed antidepressants, and ABC7's Alex Redmond has more on this story.
37-year-old Jesse Kugo says he suffers from depression.
Well, I suffer from depression. I have for a long time. I was actually diagnosed as bipolar in 2001.
Kugo's treatment included antidepressants.
There have been times in my life that I've taken medication. There have also been times that I haven't, that I've utilized other outlets.
Antidepressants have for years been the standard in treating depression, says Dr. Heather Capello.
It's an overwhelming problem. People look for a pill in order to solve most of their everyday life problems, so it's a significant issue.
Feeling down is a familiar feeling for Sarasota resident Mark Flanagan.
Depression throughout on and off throughout my entire life.
Flanagan says the most important thing for him is exercise.
Being active on a day-to-day basis. It's really what it really is my medication, when it gets right down to it.
And Kugo says yoga and writing poetry help him combat his depression.
And that was kind of my lifesaver. I felt like by being able to get this negative energy out of me, this this dark emotion out of me that saved my life. So I didn't have to take medication.
Mindfulness has long been known to have a positive benefit to mental health, and now there's research to back it up.
It's the mind, instead of going all over the place and being distracted with the craziness and the stress of our lives, you are mindful of where you are, how you feel, what you're thinking.
According to research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, the brain can respond to mindfulness as well as it does to antidepressant drugs.
A pill is a quick fix. Redirecting your thought process is a lifelong change.
For a link to the Sarasota Mindfulness Institute, just go to mysuncoast.com and click on health. Reporting in Sarasota, Alex Redmond, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Medical errors at hospitals, they're a growing problem, but new research suggests the problem may be bigger than we realize.
Yeah, researchers at Johns Hopkins and medical mistakes could be, or they say that medical mistakes could be much more common than we thought. Looking at data from previous studies on this issue, the researchers recalculated how often errors lead to the deaths of patients. They estimate more than 250,000 deaths were linked to medical errors in 2013. That's more than double the commonly cited figure of around 100,000 deaths.
Now, if you head out to the doctor's office today, you may want to say thank you to your nurse.
Yes, doctors, patients, and medical administrators across the country will observe National Nurses Day today. Today is also the start of National Nurses Week. The week will end on Florence Nightingale's birthday on May 12th. The week-long celebration honors the contributions that nurses around the country have made in the medical field.
Well,
they really do. They're an emotional support for so many people and so many families, too.
And they work around the clock.
They really do.
Thankless hours.
Overnight hours.
Yep.
Thank you so much for everything you do. Stay with us.
We'll be right back.
Sunset Fiat is Italian style. Sunset Fiat is fashion forward. Come see the all-new Fiat collection at Sunset Fiat with new 2015 Fiat 500s priced from $12,999. Sunset Fiat is cool and sexy with freedom to move and room to evolve. Visit Sunset Fiat in Sarasota or shop online at fiatusaofsarasota.com.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
Hey, Vanna, have you heard about the new Wheel of Fortune lottery game?
You bet. It's the ticket for some lucky lottery players to come here to Hollywood.
For a chance to participate in a private, non-broadcast taping of Wheel of Fortune with us.
Play the Florida Lottery game for a chance to win up to $250,000 instantly. And enter to win a VIP trip to Hollywood for a chance to win up to $1 million. Non-winning tickets only.
Play the new Wheel of Fortune game today.
Scratch, spin, and win.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Did you know? When your dog stays at Canine Corral, the play is free? Contact Canine Corral today about boarding and daycare packages. Canine Corral, where the love is.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on-site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to $2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. Sarasota.Ford.com.
Welcome back. Here's what's coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. Athletes from around the world are on the Suncoast in hopes of making a berth on the Olympic team. They're competing in the Pentathlon World Cup Finals. Suspected vandalism at downtown Bradenton's Riverwalk splash pad causes the city to close it down to make repairs. And after decades of performances, Feld Entertainment officially retires its elephants today with a big party and celebration.
And the force is strong with this couple, and so is their Star Wars obsession. Chris and Elena Hufford decided to honor Star Wars Day on May 4th. May the 4th be with you, by having a Star Wars wedding. Guests from the Empire and the Rebel Alliance alike were invited to the wedding in their best costumes. Wookiees, Jedis, and stormtroopers filled the room. In their vows, the couple promised to love one another in good trilogies and bad. May the 4th be with them.
This is Don's favorite story of the day.
Yeah, my Star Wars obsession. I have actually the opposite of the opposition.
Awesome. Yeah. Very interesting. Die-hard fans, for sure.
Yes.
It's 5:55. We'll be right back.